Okay, we are back. We ditched all the highfalutin technology nonsense, and we're back with the good old-fashioned PS4 stream that we know and love so well.
It's never done us wrong, honestly.
No, it really hasn't. All the times we try to go like, oh, well, let's use a capture card, blah, 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 that's when everything goes wrong.
Yep.
So, I don't know. What are you going to do? But anyway.
Wait, hold on. Do we have 2 streams right now, or is that just catching
Well,
up?
it'll end after a little bit here. That one will go away.
This is
the current one
that
we're
there.
Looking at right now. So when we eventually delete the other stream to avoid confusion, I'll catch you all up on what happened. So Weird Al came out. All you missed was one thing. Weird Al came out and addressed the AHHWF universe, talking about how this is great. He's got the title back. He's back in the main chair, and the AHHWF universe very happy about it. Mr. Clean came out and said that the only reason that Al won that cage match is because that damn dog, as he put it, got all sorts of mud and dirt all over the place, and Mr. Clean didn't want to soil his beautiful pants. So he let Weird Al win and said that if Weird Al wanted to have a real rematch, he'd take him on one-on-one at the Rumble Pack.
Yes, and the only other thing you missed was my solemn declaration to Ben and all the viewers that I will say the word competitors 0 times tonight. And if I do say it, Ben and everyone in the chat needs to scream like they're on Pee-wee's Playhouse and I just said the secret word. Other than that, you're all caught up.
Yeah.
Those are the important things. I wondered about one particular loud audience member and his screaming the word fire. But that's it. No, Hops, this doesn't count. This is a new stream. I didn't say it again. That doesn't count. We're restarting. I almost tweeted this new link without an exclamation point, which is really funny to me because we're live with the HHWF. Just like a flat statement.
Yeah, I don't know.
We're live.
Yeah, why not?
We're live. It's Monday Night Raw, the longest running episodic television show.
That's basic.
Now this is a match to be excited about a working stream for, because this right here, we're gonna see Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy, legendary tag team, Ben, taking on what are they called? The Great Mario siblings?
Something like that.
Yeah.
I'm never really sure.
I mean, we don't take notes on these fuckers.
I don't know. I think they're called the Terrible Twosome or something.
You know what? I think they're called the Team.
The Team. That's right.
Love me, the Team.
But so Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy taking on Mario and Luigi tag team action. So we've gotten to see Mermaid Man in action here recently in AHHWF. This is the first time the legendary tag team is reuniting at AHHWF. Barnacle
Boy maybe potentially inspired by Mermaid Man's appearance last week at Mr. Clean Head's Day. It's like, well, shit, I want to get back in the ring too. I miss it. I'm also a wrestler that can't stay retired because that's every wrestler ever.
Yeah.
So why not? Let's do it. Let's take on one of the top teams in HHWF, the Team. And there's our Judge Burge overruled champion, and his brother. Damn, now I'm gonna piss off the other one. I just can't get it right with these fucking Mario Bros.
Well, you need to put a little respect on their names. Because Luigi, I'm just gonna say it, our longest running overruled champion.
That feels true.
Yeah, and Mario, incredible competitor of his own, and they're looking, their tag team gold aspirations, maybe delayed for the time being, but they're here to show that they're still a unified tag team, and that they're ready to take on any tag team in their way.
Yeah.
And I know that Mario definitely wants to go after those tag titles because he wants a belt around his waist, just like his brother Luigi.
He feels lonely. Also, Ben, I was just thinking about this. Do you think that Mario feels less jealous about the fact that Luigi has the title he used to have because it's a different belt? Like, it doesn't look the same as when he had it. Do you think that helps the situation?
Yeah, I would think so.
I mean, don't laugh at me. I feel like
I didn't laugh. I agree.
You looked at me with an amused smile, and I feel like you were doubting my
The
insight.
audience at home doesn't need to know that.
Well, they do. They do. Alright, and this is what I like to see start of this match, those big flippers and Barnacle Boy. Interesting footwear all the way around on that tag team.
Yeah, I gotta think that would make it difficult to move quickly.
Yes, but the thing is, Ben, is that as you can tell by the age they're stepping back into the ring at, these two like a challenge, and that's something to be impressed by. Brian, the night just started, my guy. How are you already getting knocked on your ass?
You'd think our professional wrestling referee would know how to move out of the way moves, but apparently not.
The action just cannot be contained here in the elementary school gymnasium of the night. Luckily, Brian not too badly injured, right back up on his feet, embarrassed, laughing. Here we go. Old school tag team offense, that axe handle at the top rope. That's a little more, a little less old school. Dropping Mario right on the neck.
Now, as it's well known, Mermaid Man, inventor of the DDT.
Yep.
But Barnacle Boy, back in the day, actually known for innovating the 650 splash. I don't know if he could still do that or not.
You know, I think that when you get to a certain age, your body just tells you, look, no more 650 splashes.
And that's probably a good move.
It happens at this stage of any human's life. You have to let go of your 650 splashes. But you know what? We really can't say for sure. We've never seen Barnacle Boy in the ring in this decade. We don't know what he's capable of or what he isn't capable of. Mario Bros. Posing right here before picking the Mermaid Man up in the center of the ring and dropping him down on that reinforced martini glass with some innovative tag team offense. I gotta say, I think it's the first time I've seen them busted out. Maybe they've been working up some new game plans behind the scenes.
Yeah, and then Luigi stomping a mud hole there on Mermaid Man, but Mermaid Man getting Luigi into their corner. But you know, as soon as I say something, then it just changes really dramatically. It's almost as if I'm on a delay. But now the Mario Bros back in action here.
The staple of the tag team division in the HHWF, the drop toe hold and the elbow to the back. Nearly every team has used that maneuver to varying success. You know, sometimes a team uses it and they win, and other times a team uses it and they lose. Sometimes they cheer the ones they hate and they boo the ones they love.
And you notice there Mario going after the already fragile legs of Mermaid Man.
Yeah, true. If you look at Mermaid Man's extremely chiseled body, you can just tell the weakest area of his physiological game is his legs. You know, like, you get to a certain age and you just stop caring about certain things, like wiping your mouth off when you're eating in public and hitting leg day. Senior citizens just can't be bothered with stuff like that. Now, Ben, also, what I like to do as a former competitor myself, fuck, I did it already, God damn it. Alright, well, the night's over. Alright, fine, now I can just get back to work. Anyway, as a former professional wrestler myself, I like to think about the advantages and disadvantages that come from the unique backgrounds of each of these wrestlers. And so I was going to ask you a question of, do you think it benefits Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy that they've lived most of their lives and had most of their best days crime fighting and wrestling alike underwater? That's building a different set of skills, more endurance in the lungs, probably better cardio. But the thing I remembered is that the Mario Bros, while not, to the same extent, they're no stranger to getting the job done underwater either.
No. Well, but obviously not to the same extent. But the Mario Bros, what they also have on top of doing a lot of swimming exercises, build it up that way. But also a lot of practice in high altitude situations.
That's true. I've seen these two run on clouds, Ben.
Yeah.
And Mario's wishing he was on the clouds instead of those.
And look at this,
Luigi, you fucking bastard! I hate him.
Barnacle Boy was looking to turn back the clock there, but Luigi cutting him off.
Barnacle Boy.
Oh, and then a cheap shot to the back.
Luigi, God.
The Judge versus champion.
Oh my God! You see Ben? when Mario set Barnacle Boy up for that slam, for a moment there, his head and neck were tangled up in the top rope.
Not a place you want to be.
Not at all. Barnacle Boy admitted there, after Luigi stopped him from going to the high rent district on Mario, it looked like Barnacle Boy thought about getting a measure of revenge on Luigi, and then thought better of it because he's a noble fighter. And then Luigi took a cheap shot and took advantage of it. The Mario Bros. Ben, I forget sometimes how dastardly they are. You know, we're in a division that features the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, who are like the worst of the worst. And you know, like Mario and Luigi are known associates of Wario, who's also like the scum of the earth. But like Mario and Luigi, I forget sometimes are not opposed to cheating themselves.
Well, you know, they're willing to do whatever it takes to get the job done. And an impressive job there by Mario, ducking out of the way, sending Barnacle Boy into the turnbuckle, and now setting up for something big, I think.
Hey, well, and look at Luigi holding them still. Look at these two. Look how they're disrespecting this legend in our ring, Ben. I'm glad Mario just missed and embarrassed himself on the grandest stage of them all.
I'm pretty sure that was a drop knee, I think, actually.
Barnacle Boy firing back up. Yes, he's got to get to that corner and get out of there, because this match has not been the same since Luigi pulled him off that top rope. When you're that age, you take a fall at the top rope, you can just turn to dust instantaneously. We are lucky that we still have him with us right here. And so it's real smart to tag out to Merry Man the second he was available. He's not, Barnacle Boy is a true wrestler. He's not like these people you see on television these days that dick around and try to get their shit in before getting the tag. You know, when you're in trouble, you gotta go. You gotta get out of there.
Yeah, and so I wonder, like, to what extent do you think Mermaid Man's thinking maybe I can get a little revenge? Like, maybe he doesn't want to get the pin on Mario here as much as he wants to pin Luigi, you know, and show that maybe he deserves another shot at that Judge Birch title.
Ben, I think that's why they call you good old BS, because I had actually forgotten that just last week, Mermaid Man and Luigi were in action against each other at Mr.
Someone said that's why this match is happening.
Well, yeah, and that's why it's great that you brought it up, because like someone should address that. But yeah, Mermaid Man unsuccessful as an attempt to take the Overworld Championship from Luigi, but had a hell of a match. Fans are talking about it all week long. Oh no.
Sorry about that. We return to your regularly scheduled action now.
Oh, you fucking... God, Luigi's pissing me off tonight. They are resorting to every... Alright, this is interesting too, Ben. Luigi beat Mermaid Man clean in the ring last week, right? He beat him.
Yeah.
Why then tonight is this tag team taking every loadout advantage they can of this old timer?
I think it's adding insult to injury, you know? It's like...
They're teaming up on him! They're both beating the shit out of him on the outside of the ring!
Well, I think, you know, from Luigi's point of view here, I think it's like, alright, you know, old-timer, I gave you a shot at the title. You know, we had a great match. You know, I'm glad you got to relive your glory days for a little bit, but if you actually want to be here in AHHWF, if you want to be a competitor, well then, we're going to give you the full Mario Bros right here,
and
you know?
speaking of that, Ben, did you see how many times Mario just bounced Mermaid Man's head off that apron and then capped it off with sending his head to the ring post? This match, the Mario Bros are in total control, and right when I say that, the tides turn, don't they, Ben? Oh. God. That's from Mermaid Man's various games of Slam with Gorgeous George for the NWA Championship in 1954, as TNT rightfully called out in the chat.
TNT, didn't WCW used to be on that?
Yeah.
And Mermaid Man trying to fly, but does not have the same distance he used to.
Yeah. Underestimating the toll of time.
And Barnacle Boy and Luigi going at it on the outside here. Mermaid Man going to try for it again.
Yeah, and Barnacle Boy is showing Luigi, look, I'm not going to sit there and watch you, like, attack my friend. Well, I mean, I did, but now I'm going to make you pay for it. Ben! We just saw Mermaid Man, at the age of 137, do a top rope moonsault, only for Mario to put the knees up at the last moment, and a skull-crushing intermission.
Waited around too long, was looking for Barnacle Boy to get back up on that turnbuckle, and gave Mario a chance to put the knees up.
And, you know, it's a credit to Mermaid Man that he's actually made a couple of high-risk mistakes in this match, but that he's been able to get up quickly and recover. you know, he's good on defense. He's good at hustling back on defense.
Sure, yeah.
But it's going to take a lot to hustle back from two simultaneous blows like that from one of the top tag teams we have here in this company. Brian asking Merman Man if he wants to submit to this Camo clutch, this Koopa clutch from Luigi, and he does.
Luigi insulting the legend, making him tap out in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, I think the team here tonight has made an effective statement. Look, Luigi beat Merman Man in one-on-one action. He comes back with this exhibition tag team match, and I think it's pretty safe to say Merman Man and Barnacle Boy did not perform poorly, but I think it's safe to say they got trounced.
Well, I think they have this old school idea of tag team wrestling that is just not going to cut it in the modern AHHWF division, you know? Like when you look at a team like Mario and Luigi, who, you know, have a whole arsenal of tag team maneuvers on top of their ability to, you know, split the ring and take advantage of the referee looking one way, they do the other thing, you know? And this is a team that has not been able to reach championship gold yet. So, I mean, I think just maybe Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy don't quite understand the extent that they're going to have to go to in this modern tag division.
Yeah, I think maybe they were expecting better of their opponents, and that was clearly a mistake here tonight. I don't think they realized how much the Mario Bros were going to be willing to... Commentators generally, Ben, are good at speaking.
But, you know, speaking of... expecting more of somebody, but being disappointed and being wrong.
Our hardcore champion, unfortunately still our hardcore champion, Wario. Ben, I think I speak for all of us when I say I really truly believe deep down in my heart and hoped deep down in my heart that tonight we would be having Shaggy return to this program, holding this belt high. And unfortunately, it just didn't happen. Even in the hardcore environment after Shaggy was granted his rematch, after the whole Batman fiasco, Wario has Shaggy's number, and we don't know whether that's straight up or whether he was again hiding things in his gear. But unfortunately, we can't even really chalk that up to anything to hold against Wario because it was a hardcore match and he was allowed to do whatever he wanted.
Yeah, anything goes, and sadly, our beloved Shaggy did not come up victorious, and I would assume Wario here to maybe rub it in all of our faces.
Yeah, that is Wario's favorite activity, is to gloat. And yeah, that's unfortunately what we're going to have to go through for the next few minutes here.
Wild Hop's interesting little fact for you here. But Wario, to get ready for matches, bathes in onions.
I mean, that's you cannot undersell how big of a part of Wario's strategy, his game plan, night in and night out, is his body odor, is smell. It's a very unique battle tactic, and it's a deadly combination with his physical form and abilities.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
And his mind. Honestly, his mind.
Yeah, we kind of undersell it sometimes, but yeah, Wario, obviously an incredible strategist.
Yeah. Monstar Factory Wrestling, I'm going to pause from my commentary duties to just shout you out real quick. I fucking love that every time you are in here, you toot the horn of Dan Connor should join this roster. Your perseverance is admirable. You are the kind of hardcore champion I wish we had.
Yeah.
You never give up.
You know, I'm kind of torn between if I want Dan Connor or if I want John Goodman's character from Oh Brother Where Art Thou.
Ooh.
That's like the Cyclops, you know.
I think we go full Kingdom Hearts and have them as a tag team.
Oh, that's even better.
Like, there's like just 13 John Goodmans. And who is this interrupting Wario? You know, I love, Ben, that we are now at the point where we recognize what kind of person Wario is. We don't even relay to our fans what he's saying, because it's not going to be anything good.
I mean, our fans get it.
Yeah, they get the gist that he's insulting them, he's insulting Shaggy, he's insulting us. We don't want to hear it. Our lives are rough enough, and we have someone out here to represent us now to try to shut Wario up. And now we will start telling you what this person is saying, because I care about this man.
All right. A lot of excitement.
Yeah,
in the
excitement
chat.
in the chat for Mr. Satan's second appearance here in HHWF since that Battle Royale that did not quite go his way, Ben. It might have been the fastest Battle Royale elimination we've ever seen in this company. But Mr. Satan coming out and telling Wario that Wario is no true champion because he's never beat Mr. Satan. Mr. Satan claiming he's beat Cell, which, Ben, I'm checking my records here, he's never beaten Cell. But we're going to let it slide because I'm happy to see it here tonight.
Well, I mean, who knows? I mean, maybe there was the time that this is not recorded. You know, it's the third fight between Creed and Rocky, you know?
I was going to go for that exact same point of reference, so I'm glad we're on the same page.
Yeah.
But yeah, Wario and Mr. Satan not on the same page here. Wario saying that Mr. Satan better get out of the ring before Wario embarrasses him in front of his daughter and all the fans here in HHWF. And you know, if you know anything about Mr. Satan, you know how much he cares about Vidal. He wants to look good for his family. And that's why he spends so much time making sure that whatever weird facial hair is between his facial hair and his other facial hair is impeccable. You want to make that spot on if your daughter Vidal is watching you on television. And Ben, you know what's no laughing matter? Is Wario is leveling some heavy accusations against Mr. Satan. Wario does this every week, Ben. Whenever Wario gets in the ring with someone, he immediately snips out their greatest personal weak point. Look how stunned Mr. Satan is, because Wario just said, I'm going to expose that you're a fraud, you're a phony, and your performances have all been fake. Ben, Wario just dropped the word fake in a professional wrestling ring to describe Mr. Satan. Those are fighting words. Look at Mr. Satan, he's getting in Wario's face.
I saw what happened to Colin Jost on Raw. I know what happens when you say fake.
Absolutely. No one has ever insulted Mr. Satan as badly as Wario just did. And Mr. Satan telling Wario, if he doesn't watch himself, he's going to catch a Megaton punch or even possibly a Dynamite kick. And I know every single person in this gym at Tori here tonight and in our chat on YouTube would love to see nothing more.
Yeah, and with the pedigree that Mr. Satan, you know, known as Hercule in some circles.
That's his indie name.
The
Before he got signed, we made him change it.
His pedigree would say that
Sorry.
he could be our hardcore champion here. You know, who knows? Maybe Mr. Satan's the new Shaggy.
Ben, no one will ever replace Shaggy. It's not like that. But I would love to see Mr. Satan victorious against Wario here tonight. If Wario's going to try to keep doing this to our beloved members of our roster, to try to attack their self-esteem, their personal dignity, and make them doubt themselves, I would love nothing more than someone like Mr. Satan to come back from that quite frankly embarrassing Battle Royale elimination and come back and win a championship. That would send a message to the entire roster that, look, you don't have to pay attention to a bully like this.
Yeah.
And you don't have to listen when people try to cut you down. You can just show up to work and do your best and get it done.
Well, and you know, Wario calling out Mr. Satan, saying, "Put your money where your mouth is." You know, hardcore title match right now. Let's do it.
And by the way, you're fake. Which, Ben, he won't let it go. It's like he wants Mr. Satan to be in a rage when they have that match here tonight. And we've seen that maybe pay off in his advantage before when he got Batman so upset with him about insulting his dead parents that Wario was able to win that. I don't know if Mr. Satan's smart enough to go into a rage like Batman did. We're gonna find out. Oh, thanks. We just got a new subscriber, Indie Chick. Thank you very much. Also, Altered Arcade. I don't know if we've ever seen you in the chat here tonight, so welcome to our little our program. Happy to have you here. Fuck yes, TNTs. I couldn't wait to fire him. That's a phrase around Wario. Yo, we need to talk to the higher ups in this company and talk about producing the self-destruction of Wario DVD, because that would be very good. Although that's like, I'm imagining a speculative future where Wario is self-destructed. Because unfortunately, Ben, we might be living in a timeline where Wario just never loses. He could be hardcore champion forever.
the hardcore champion that defies time and space, that is just constantly and always will be hardcore champion.
Yeah. I mean, who can beat this guy? I literally, I say this every week, Ben. I hate complimenting this man. He's a nasty fuck. I hate complimenting him. But he has a lot going for him as a wrestler. We talked about the smell factor. We talked about the strength and the surprising agility. And we talked about the mind games. Ben, there might not be a more well-rounded athlete in this company. Someone who has that many different ways to beat you.
Definitely, and especially you add in the level of it being a hardcore match where you know, anything goes. So it favors somebody who's willing to go to those darker places that normal people wouldn't. You know.
Yeah, and you know, Hercule is a pretty happy-go-lucky guy, but he's also seen a lot. You know, he was there for the Cell games. He helped save the world from Majin Buu. He's been there through some dark stuff.
How do you say that again?
What did I say?
How do you say Majin Buu?
Majin Buu?
How do you say it like, how does Hercule say it? Or Mr. Satan say it?
Oh God, I wish Taylor was here. Taylor, get in your motor vehicle, drive to our studio here, drive down to the gymatorium, come on the commentary table, just so you can say Majin Buu like you do. Indie Chick, I remember you. I'm just happy you're back and subscribing again. Oh, that's not gonna be good for Mr. Satan there. You know, we talked about the age of Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. Mr. Satan, not the youngest. He's not a spring chicken either. You know, he's an up there competitor. He's one of the oldest members of the roster, and he just took a vertical suplex on the floor. Look, he's so incapacitated from that he was like dead weight when Warrior had to turn him over to get that pin attempt. But he's still fighting back. He's still in this. Ben, time-honored tradition here in HSWF. Who you got?
I mean, as much as I would like to see Wario lose, I think it would be foolish of me to not pick Wario in this situation.
Yeah, I'm with you. Wario's gonna win. But you know what? For
Exciting
now,
commentary.
For now, you know what? Yeah, you're right. Fuck it. I'm gonna believe in the lie. Hercule's gonna do it here tonight. We are gonna. You hear me?
I mean, Hercule did have a third match with Cell where, well, you know, Hercule won. So
Ben, that's allegedly. We cannot confirm or deny. I'd like you to stop being so reckless with our commentary.
I saw the picture in Hercule's restaurant, or in Cell's restaurant.
Ben, if Perfect Cell is known for anything, it's that he's not afraid of litigation. He will sue you. And I don't want to be caught in the crossfire, so just be a professional and just state the facts.
That's a good call.
Just the facts. Like when I say that Wario's a filthy fuck, it's just the facts.
So, I feel like Wario's just kind of playing with Mr. Satan right now. Like, how long do you think till he just kind of finishes?
Oh, and Hercule's showing Wario.
That's a classic Hercule move right there.
It really is. The Megaton punch below the belt. And Hercule's showing Wario, like, I'm not one to play games with.
And of course, this is a hardcore match, so that is allowed.
Yeah. Hercule put Wario in his place a little bit. I like this on two levels. One, hard to keep calling someone fake when they do something like that to you. Second, that's maybe the answer. Like, Wario has played real dirty with everyone else. And like, while they like use weapons in hardcore matches, which you know is like legal, no one's kind of like done the kind of like you know, like underhanded anything goes tactics like Wario does. Like Hercule just showed like, look, like I can get dirty too.
Fight fire with fire.
Exactly. No one's tried that strategy before, so like, you know, believe in the lie is what I'm saying. Hercule's got Wario down in the corner. He's had pretty decent control of the hardcore champion. There he's celebrating with a faux axe handle to the air.
Wario just throwing him to the ground there. A lot of strikes being exchanged in this, not your traditional wrestling match.
Yeah, Hercule more of a martial artist than a wrestler, but I think that skill set will still transfer here. If only Mr. Satan were allowed to use his explosive presence and just to get Wario out of our lives. But I probably shouldn't advocate for murder on commentary. Wario, yeah, taking a second look here at Hercule, maybe realizing he was wrong about, maybe he thought this would be a night off.
Yeah, and I mean, there hasn't been a lot of moments where I thought that, like, oh, Mr. Satan's got this. But also Wario has not been completely in control like I originally thought. Although that little bit of striking exchange there looked like it might have knocked Wario out a bit. No? Never mind.
Quiet, defeated, no. And damn it, speaking of defeated, Wario unfortunately victorious. The lie was indeed a lie, no matter how much I believed it. And Hercule was not able to wrest the Hardcore Championship away from Wario here tonight. That was a hell of an effort, though. Honestly, I did not expect that much out of Mr. Satan, and I don't think Wario did either.
Can you figure out on your computer how to take down the other streams, like, still, like, showing up?
Yeah, I
don't. It's not live because obviously, like, it's not because we're not hooked up to anything.
Yeah, let me see if I can do that.
But see if you can figure out how to take that one down. So that
I can mark that I'm not interested in that stream.
Oh, there you go.
I don't know why they give you that option as a YouTube creator to be like, nah, my content sucks. Like, that's strange. We're gonna get that out of there to make this less confusing for people joining us.
Just make it like private or something.
I'm gonna see if I can.
As we take a look here at Wario's highlights, or I don't know, lowlights, depending on how you feel about Wario. This moment right here, that looked like a really a huge momentum shift for Mr. Satan there, but quickly went the wrong way for him.
Yeah, I mean, our Hardcore Champion can take you out on a moment's notice. Wario, honestly, I mean, like, this is something I don't think we brought up before, but Wario has cut his teeth fighting against Mario and Luigi on the independent scene.
Yeah.
So that's gonna make you battle hardened. That would maybe also help to explain his dominance in the hardcore division this year. Oh, and look who's here, Ben. Yet another person that has a lot to answer for in HHWF.
Yeah, Todd Howard, not a favorite of a lot of people, and definitely not a favorite of Android 17.
Yeah, if you are just joining the program and have not caught up on the last few weeks of our program here, Todd Howard did something completely morally reprehensible. Ben, Android 17 was excited that their sibling, Android 16, was joining them in this company, only to find out that Todd Howard had ported Skyrim to Android 16.
Yeah.
Where Android 17 used to have a brother, Android 16 is now a lifeless husk that is just home to a video game. Ben, can you think of anything worse a professional wrestler has ever done in this sport to another athlete?
I mean, there was the whole thing where, like, Owen Hart dropped Stone Cold on his head, but that's not even really comparable to this.
No, it's nothing. Ben, just think about this. Would you rather have a broken neck, or would you rather have your consciousness erased and replaced with the 2012 video game Skyrim?
Well, I mean, it was a fun game.
But Ben, you don't get to play. You have to live it.
You're the one that's getting played.
You're getting played. Oh God, it will not let me get rid of this video.
Yeah, YouTube did this whole new YouTube Studio thing, and it's really doesn't work well.
I'm just gonna come out and say it. It sucks.
Oh, here, just go to this and make
bad.
it private, and just make it go away, and then we'll delete it later.
Bad Spiro, go away.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
So that's what all those are too. Is me testing stuff out. Really.
Oh, sweet. Okay, cool. You got a copyright claim on your fucking Apex Legends pre-show.
Nice.
And here we go, Todd Howard bringing out his new, what would you even call it? His experiment, his partner in crime. It's kind of unclear yet how Todd Howard thinks of Skyrim 16. I know he's proud of what he's done, but honestly, it spits in the face of God and man.
Definitely, I think Todd Howard thinks of Skyrim 16 as an exciting new release that AHHWF gets to enjoy.
And these fans are just like, look, the game was cool, but we're over it. And Todd Howard does not know when to let things go. Skyrim 16 has the microphone and is saying, Ben, hold on a second. Let me adjust my headphones.
Adjust your headset
I'm having
there?
trouble hearing what's happening there in the ring.
Yeah, it is a little glitchy, isn't it?
Yeah. Skyrim 16 saying, we're all brothers and sisters in binds now, thief. Todd Howard saying, you know what, Skyrim 16, that's exactly what I wanted to hear out of you. You are exactly what I need by my side here in this company. No one's going to be able to stop us. With my greatest creation in your new body, we are going to take this whole company by storm. We're not just going to win not one title, not 2 titles, not 3 titles, not 4 titles, not 5 titles. And Skyrim 16 cutting him off and saying, shut up back there. And what's wrong with him? Watch your tongue. You're speaking to Ulfric Stormcloak, the true High King. Ulfric, the Jarl of Windhelm, you're the leader of the rebellion. But if they captured you, oh gods, where are they taking us? Todd Howard saying, look, you're working great. This is great. You got all the same dialogue from the game. You're running smoothly, no bugs yet. We'll have to keep you away from water because sometimes you might shut down and have to restart. But this is exactly what I wanted to hear. You are ready. My experiments have all paid off, and I think it's time we go for the Tag Team Championship. Ben, can you imagine if Todd Howard and Skyrim 16 win the championship? If they beat Love Type Connection?
I mean, it's hard to say because Love Type Connection obviously is such a strong bond. It's like they are of one mind. But we're talking about a person who essentially programmed his tag partner.
Yeah, and that's a whole new dynamic that I don't know how to handle. And if I were a wrestler on this roster, I would not have prepared for that. Would you?
No. I mean, there's a lot of unprecedented things happening in AHHWF right now.
Absolutely. Wow, Ben, we just got the announcement that they plan on taking over the entire company belt by belt, starting with the Tag Team Championships. And I don't even know. I don't know what to make of any of this, quite frankly. I didn't know you could port Skyrim to a person. 16 got ported, Ben.
We're going to do that joke every week, and it's going to be fine.
Fuck, did I make that joke last week?
I think I did. Okay. I don't know. One of us did. I don't know. But it was definitely made before.
Well, I'll tell you, Ben,
okay.
What match is no joke. The next match in Fraser Crane's Titans Showcase. The Beast, yet again, asking, look, Fraser, let me in on this. I know I've already lost several matches so far in 2019. Give me another shot. And so, now that the big dog, who beat the Beast a couple weeks ago, is out of the picture, being defeated by Man-Bear Pig at Mr. Cleanentine's Day last week, now Beast is saying, well, okay, I couldn't beat Big Dog, but, like, I can beat Man-Bear Pig, the guy that beat the Big Dog, so I can prove I'm the best Titan on this roster. And, Ben, we're going to find out if that's true or not here tonight.
Based off of the recent performances by Beast, I have my doubts. If you had told me, a year ago, we're talking about Beast leading up into SummerSlam, epic battles with Crash, just unbelievable, like, unstoppable force, then I'd be like, well, we're in for something right now. But Beast, since, the return of AHHWF, Beast has not been the force that we're used to seeing. No,
it's Ben, that submission match loss to Crash at Extreme Rules 2018. It changed this person. He's never been the same. And he's coming out here with his glorious entrance, posturing, trying to get off the air of like, I'm still the same guy. But if you've been watching this show, you know that just doesn't appear to be the case.
640 pounds.
Ben, is there ever you're more of a a sports historian than I am outside of the world of wrestling, has there ever been a bigger drop-off than what we've watched with the Beast this year?
Well, some could draw comparisons to one of a basketball player that some people believe is the greatest of all time that has gone from, going to the finals to now missing the playoffs.
Well, Ben, I don't know who you're talking about, but the 44th pilot in the chat asking, are fans of Beast called the Beastie Boys? And I would say they might be if the Beast had any fans. The Beast didn't exactly endear himself to anybody last year, and then this year has been, quite frankly, a little pathetic. TNT, you know what? TNT has a lot of knowledge about the East. The East. God, I'm so tired.
The East of the Beast.
About the Beast's indie career, and TNT brings up a great point that it sounds like the curse is taking hold of the Beast. I forgot that on the independent scene at a local bar show, the Beast was cursed actually for being too selfish and shallow.
Yeah. Well, the Beast actually used to have his name was Ravishing Prince Rude, and and he was known as being the playboy on the indie circuit, the good-looking charmer, and a witch cast a spell and turned him into what we see today in the ring, and of course here coming the half man, half bear, half pig. Man, bear, pig.
And honestly, we should promote Wild Hops from loyal viewer and friend of the show to head of security, because they said prepare the audience, lower the cage so Man, Bear, Pig doesn't eat any more of them. And Ben, we got to get someone on that.
That is a good point. Maybe instead of there is no not really controlling Man, Bear, Pig. So we have to allow these false count anywhere matches because it's you can't confine Man, Bear, Pig to the ring.
Yes, but look at this, Ben.
Oh.
Great start for the Beast. Man, Bear, Pig charging in, looking to take advantage of his no rules. Oh, God.
Ooh.
Okay, I was about to compliment the Beast on starting this strong with catching Man, Bear, Pig with that gigantic STO. But Man, Bear, Pig, with ease, flipping the Beast over his shoulders with a back body drop. But honestly, so far, Ben, that's the second time that Beast has pushed Man, Bear, Pig down out of a lockup. These two, honestly, at this point, living up to the Titans Showcase, just exchanging feats of strength. Also, Ben, we have some of the best gear makers in the business. I'm kind of disturbed by Man, Bear, Pig's ring attire. I don't know why. It just the combination of the thing itself and Man, Bear, Pig's body. It just is a little unsettling. I think it reminds me of the Gamorrean guards from Star Wars. Like the slimy green pig dudes.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, similar. There's Man, Bear, Pig. And,
Man, Bear, Gamorrean.
Is Beast gonna tap out here? No.
Oh, now the reverse STO from Beast. Beast trying out some new maneuvers here tonight.
Well, you need to throw everything in the kitchen sink at Man, Bear, Pig.
That's true. Small package from the Beast. Ben, we are seeing an entirely different wrestler here tonight. I think this is good. I think this is honestly a great strategy for the Beast. Look, if you're not having the same success with your same old, try some new shit. Throw some stuff at the wall and see what sticks.
Yeah, and Man, Bear, Pig, Beast definitely showing that came prepared to fight here tonight. I was a little hesitant.
Brian, no!
And yeah, Brian, it's gonna be a hard one to come back.
Look at him, he's like, oh fuck. Monstar Factory Wrestling saying, I want bacon now. Monstar, I'm gonna have to put you in witness protection so that you cannot be found and consumed by Man, Bear, Pig after a comment like that. Brian, checking his waistband, making sure that they didn't knock him out of his pants. With these competitors being so large, when you get one of them Irish whipped into you, things can happen. Big Russian leg sweep from Man, Bear, Pig. Man, Bear, Pig known for just his ferocity and just not even really being of sound mind, just being pure violence. Interesting to see him utilize a wrestling maneuver like the Russian leg sweep. Takes a little more technique than you'd expect. But Man-Bear Pig contains multitudes.
There've been a couple different tests of strength here going on, and Beast trying to get a cover, but only a 2 count. It's been interesting to watch kind of this back and forth as, Beast has been throwing punches, but Man-Bear Pig just kind of shaking them off. Really says, oh my god, and then they're just whipping Beast to the ground and then stomping him. And here we have just breaking the back, breaking the arms. Man-Bear Pig just changed into a different gear here. But Beast managing to get a little shoulder block in. And now Beast telling Man-Bear Pig, get up, I'm not done with you.
Beast is like, I got gears too. You still want bacon. Alright, Monster Factory, I can't stop you from your death wish, apparently. I'm just trying to help you out.
Oh my god, I heard that from here.
That big man-bear paw from Man-Bear Pig to the throat of the Beast. These two just going at it, these two behemoths. Although, I will say that the Beast has slimmed down this year. A little bit smaller frame than last year, and that maybe explains why he started trying out some moves that are normally executed by smaller competitors.
Yeah, I think it maybe the case is that it just took some time for Beast to get comfortable in his new role, and now that he's kind of figured out, like, all right, here's how I'm going to get ahead here. Now obviously. Showing a lot of resiliency, a lot of, innovative offense here against Man-Bear Pig. This has not been the stomping that I would have thought it would be.
No, yeah, and while Beast is a little upset that he wasn't able to put Man-Bear Pig away with his signature clothesline from hell just there, he's hanging in there. He's, like, honestly, Ben, it's strange, it's not strange, we've literally just spent 10 minutes talking about how he's revising his strategy, but I just want to remind the viewer, the Beast got, washed by the big dog, but is actually putting on a great effort here tonight against the person that beat the big dog. So, I'm going to go ahead and call it, Ben. Oh, God, here it is. The stretch him up with a Brock Lock. This is the move that Beast made famous last year, making Crash tap out and ending his undefeated streak. But, oh, God, Ben, the sheer power of Man-Bear Pig. Look at this. Oh, my God.
Oh, the strikes to the back of the head there.
Those repeated punches to the head. This match is really exciting. But what I was going to say, before I got rudely interrupted by them having incredible action, was I'm going to go ahead and place my bet. I'm going to say the Beast is going to win this one. Although it's going to be tough to make that come true after 3 repeated power bombs from Man-Bear Pig. Well, there goes, yup.
That's a hard one to come back from.
Another disappointing loss for the Beast in this Titans showcase. He's 0 for 2. And Man-Bear Pig 2 for 2. Fuck. That's how that works. Well, Ben, this Titans showcase, if not, look at the power there. You almost feel for the Beast. He came pretty close here tonight. It almost makes you forget that he was a huge piece of shit last year. And you know what? I shouldn't be so quick to forgive and forget. I'm a Crash fan through and through. I don't like the Beast. I guess I'm just a sap for people trying to up their game.
Everybody loves a good underdog story.
Yeah, but also fuck him.
Yeah. I mean, he is doing all this just so he could try to beat Crash.
Yeah, so what am I doing? I'm getting fucking roped in here. I'm too nice. But one person who is not too nice, the potentially unstoppable Man-Bear Pig. Man-Bear Pig one step closer to becoming Fraser Crane's chosen Titan.
And I don't know if you noticed this, but Man-Bear Pig maybe learning, maybe adapting. Did you notice that?
Can they learn?
Well, did you notice that they didn't utilize the falls count anywhere?
It's true.
They actually they're they're figuring out how to work within the ring, which is something that I didn't think that Man Pig was capable of.
Yeah. Who is tutoring this creature?
I can tell you who isn't.
Judy Hopps?
Probably not Judy Hopps.
Judy Hopps are still our HHWF Women's Champion after a successful defense against Elastigirl at Mr. Cleantine's Day last week. Still riding strong. I know a lot of our viewers have been sitting on the edge of their seats every time Judy Hopps has come out because they're aware, Ben, as well as you are, that Shigo is our Money in the Bank holder, which means that at any moment Shigo could cash in the Money in the Bank and challenge Judy Hopps for that title, even if Judy has just had a strenuous match.
Yeah, I don't know if Judy's a Metallica fan or not, but she's going to have to sleep with one eye open as long as Shigo has that Money in the Bank briefcase.
Oh, I like Metallica. I also like Metallica jokes.
Now, what's Judy Hopps coming out here to address the HHWF universe about?
So Judy coming out and saying that first she wants to give some words of congratulation to Helen Parr, Elastigirl, Mrs. Incredible, whatever you want to call her. What you have to call her is a worthy competitor and a worthy challenger to the Women's Championship, which, give it up for Elastigirl.
Definitely. Had an incredible match last week at Mr. Cleantine's Day against Judy Hopps. But, champion coming out the champion.
Yep. Judy Hopps also saying that Elastigirl, is such a good-natured competitor that I think that she doesn't feel great about the way that she got into that match with Shigo interrupting a match between Samus and Elastigirl and not letting the two of them compete. Shigo attacked Elastigirl, causing a disqualification, sending Elastigirl into that championship match and leaving Samus high and dry.
Yeah.
So what Judy Hopps wants to do is do what she was doing in the first place, which is recognizing Samus for her hard work this year and giving her the next title shot at the Rumble Pack.
And is this a Shigo cash in here?
Ben, I certainly hope not, but at the same time, if it's going to happen, I'd rather have it happen now while Judy is fresh. But we're going to find out what exactly Shigo's coming out here for.
Shigo doesn't have the briefcase with her, so apparently just coming here to address the champion.
We can only hope. But you know what, Ben? Shigo comes from the Cartoon Federation on the Indies, and they are often known for pulling objects out of nowhere. This could happen at any time. Shigo letting Judy Hopps know that it's real cute that Judy Hopps keeps awarding these participation trophies to people on the roster and just giving out title shots just to whoever she feels like who's done a good job and has a good nature, a good spirit. But none of that matters to Shigo, and none of it's going to matter to the record books when she cashes in the briefcase she rightfully earned in that ladder match, beating both Elastigirl and Samus, and Shigo's going to become the next champion. And Judy, Ben, bringing up to Shigo, look, I'm not dumb. I may be optimistic and cheery, but I'm not naive. I have watched a wrestling program before. I know that the Money in the Bank holder is always watching and is always out there. So I'm actually glad you're out here so we can just talk face to face and get this over with.
Yeah, no more of this, in the shadows stuff. It's awful, for Judy, especially in the situation last week with Mr. Cleantine's Day, where Judy has a match with Elastigirl and then has to focus on everywhere in the audience, on the ramp in the audience. Shigo can come from anywhere at any point and take that title and try to challenge for that title, either inserting herself into a match or coming out after Judy has a victory.
That's a great point, Ben, and only further emphasizes how great Judy Hopps is as a champion. Because, not only do you have to deal with that in your everyday waking life, but also that like that was a tough match against Last Girl, and then when you add that extra pressure, like that just shows we have a great champion representing our women's division right now.
Definitely. But Shigo obviously does not agree. Talking about how Shigo's been here before Judy Hopps, and she'll be here after Judy Hopps, and she will be, once she decides that it's the right time to cash in her Money in the Bank. She says kind of like an engagement, she wants to enjoy it a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
But when it comes time to cash that in, that, Judy Hopps can go back to the hole she climbed out of.
Ooh.
Harsh words from Shigo. Harsh words.
And Judy letting Shigo know, look, like I said, I know you're out there. I know you got that briefcase. I'm telling you right now to your face, you can cash it in whenever you want. I'm not going to back down from you, whether I'm fresh like I am right here tonight, or whether I've had a match, whether I've had 3 matches. I'm ready for you. You do what you're going to do. I'm going to keep representing this division like I want to.
You're getting a we're not really chant from the crowd.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, this is something I think the fans appreciate of our champion to not be coy about this Money in the Bank thing and just acknowledge, like anything can happen and I'm ready. Like, you're not going to get in my head about it.
I'll tell you, like, obviously, Shigo is going to look to use that briefcase at the most opportune time. But, you see these two standing in the ring together, you kind of want to, just a straight up one-on-one match for the title, don't you?
Well, that's the thing is, like, the audience and us.
As a fan, it's
right?
kind of like...
We've been very worried about, like, oh, damn, like, Shigo's going to, like, pull some dirty trick and just, like, cash in on Judy and win the title. But, like, there is the possibility that we get to see a classic one-on-one matchup between 2 of the best women's wrestlers that have ever been in this company. And Shigo saying that we might see that day sooner than Judy Hopps can even predict. It's going to be real interesting. Ben, Shigo has made her presence known pretty much every week since winning the briefcase to remind us that she's got it and that she has the power in the situation. Mm-hmm. She has the right to keep that briefcase for an entire calendar year. Like, how long is she going to keep this game up?
Yeah, I don't know. I know a lot of people in our audience were expecting Shigo to just cash in right away, just to cash in Mr. Cleantine's Day, because obviously, Judy Hopps had an incredible match with Elastigirl. Had someone took her to the limit, and a lot of people thinking that that's the opportune time Shigo's just going to go. It's obvious that Shigo is going to wait for what they believe is the perfect moment. Yes. They're not going to waste this opportunity. They know it does not come around every day. And speaking of not coming around every day,
yes, here we go.
This match, this is one I've been looking forward to all week. We have Gogeta and Love Type teaming up to take on the Teenage Mutant Eldritch Turtles.
Ben, have we reached our main event of the night?
No, actually.
What? Ben, you're telling me that this 8-man tag with 3 of our top tag teams is not even the main event here tonight?
I said it on Twitter earlier. This is gonna be a great show.
Y'all, we are spoiling you. Look, this could be a pay-per-view match. Anything can happen on HHWF, truly.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously, one side has 4 gods. But the other side has the Teenage Mutant Eldritch Turtles. But really, folks, I think that when we combine Love Type and Gogeta together, that's a pretty incredible team.
That's a dream team, absolutely. And if you have to assemble a team to take on 4 evil gods, like, this is who I would pick. Absolutely, without a doubt. Altered Arcade, yeah, welcome to our hell. None of us like the looks of that.
A hush falls over the crowd.
Our fans never quite get used to seeing the Eldritch Turtles in person. It honestly can scar a person to see that kind of raw, chaotic, evil power right in front of your very eyes.
Oh, yeah.
it wasn't meant for us to see, though.
I mean, it's the reason that a lot of times our shows get parental advisory claims. Just because of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That's why we're not on TNT.
Yeah.
And that no music means one thing. We are going to see our beloved Movie Club Tag Team Champions in action. Squirtle and Charmander, Love-Type Connection. The greatest tag team of all time. Yeah, I said it.
I mean...
Who's going to tell me I'm wrong?
There's some purists may say Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy.
No, that's true.
You know, we're talking about the history and everything. But honestly, in the division that the the division that Love Type is in right now, the people that they have defeated, I mean, it's an incredible run. Like, yes, okay, one-time champs, but the people that they have defeated to retain those belts is, I mean, it's a murderer's row of incredible tag teams.
Yep, and Ben, the thing of being a one-time champ, that means you ain't lost it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pilot, Squirtle's been working really hard on their fitness. You know, they've had to face a lot of challenges this year, and you gotta be ready. They've been in those Pokemon gyms day in and day out. Ben, is this our new tag team Gogeta? There they are. Their second appearance as a tag team after unsuccessfully challenging Raphael and Michelangelo last week at Mr. Clean Times Day. They're ready to give it another shot. Ben, what I heard backstage was that Love Type watched that match and was real impressed with not only the actual wrestling ability of Goku and Vegeta, but you know Love Type, nothing's more important to them than people coming together.
Yeah.
And I think Love Type was really happy to see that these two, sometimes rivals, former enemies, coming together as friends. And they said, you know what, we want to back you up. How about the four of us take on those Dastardly Turtles?
Yeah, well, obviously Love Type has a long history of feuding with the Turtles. And saw, you know, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, and they love friends. So... like, of course, this makes sense. And I think this is a great thing for the Unified Saiyans Gogeta, because they get to learn, they get to be, you know, in the same corner with, as you said, the best tag team of all time. You know, no better team to get tagged up, no better team to get teamed up with in a tag match when you were first starting out than Love Type Connection.
Without a doubt. Also, Ben, this is the first 8-man tag team match in the history of our company. This is a historic night. Yeah, go ahead and think about it.
You're right.
Yeah, I know I'm right.
How about that?
First ever 8-man tag. And I literally can't wait for it.
No better group of wrestlers to christen that ship.
And no better fans. Thank you all for joining us in the chat tonight. Don't fucking laugh at me when I'm expressing gratitude to our loyal viewers.
I wasn't laughing.
Yes, you did. You all night with you.
I think you're hearing one of the fans in the crowd laughing. I think that was me.
You in the pink and blue shirt, get your little ass up and fight me. I heard you. And here we go, Ben. The last music you ever want to hear when you're in the elementary school gymatorium.
The Turtles definitely taking their time getting out there.
It's you know what? It's like when George Foreman fought Muhammad Ali at Rumble in the Jungle and he just made him wait. It's exactly like that. There's gonna be a ceremony with like flags and like ambassadors of countries talking for a really long time. I watched that fight on YouTube like a few weeks ago to go to sleep.
Oh.
Yeah, it was cool.
Watch boxing matches?
I did once or twice a couple weeks ago.
Oh, all right. Well,
it was like kind of relaxing, like you know, like I don't know. Don't fucking judge me.
No, I said live your life.
I took a one-night break from spamming the Alien Happy Hour's YouTube history with ASMR videos. Shout out to Slight Sounds ASMR. Go follow her because she's awesome. But yeah, oh god, I need to hit Slight Sounds up and be like, yo, make ASMR about George Foreman versus Muhammad Ali.
There you go.
Boxing ASMR, what'd that even be like? Anyway, I'm not doing my job right now. So the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they're mean gods.
Yes, they are.
They're incredibly powerful. They can do just about anything, and they've chosen to take their talents to HHWF, where they get pleasure out of inflicting pain to the mortals they fight against here in this arena. And Altered Arcade saying save the turtles. I don't think you want these turtles to be saved. They've done some despicable things here.
Are they able to be saved?
I don't think so. Look at Raphael. Look at that unbridled rage. These turtles are not here to make friends. They're here to win, much like many a reality show superstar.
That's a good point.
Altered Arcade, I would never say this about any other turtles, but like, I wish I could like give some like plastic six-pack wrapping to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Harsh words.
Again, for the second time tonight, advocating murder from the commentary table. And here we go. These fans, you know, they've had a long day at school today, waiting around for this. Michelangelo making an interesting choice to come out by his lonesome.
The black sheep of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
The orange sheep, if you will.
The orange sheep, yes, that's probably more apt.
Ben, it's interesting, like, they're all, like, you know, they hardly speak, you know, they're they're very serious, but, like, Mikey just can't get enough of his new rap entrance music and insists on coming out separately.
Like the ninja.
I mean...
Wait, did I call him Mike just now? Or did I say Mikey?
I'm not entirely sure.
I hope to God I didn't just call this turtle god Mike, because...
Mike the God. There's definitely a SoundCloud rapper named Mike the God.
Oh, 1,000%. If you're in the chat, please Google that for us. Also, yeah, in addition to Michelangelo being too excited about his new music to not come out, also, you're going to see in a minute, if you are joining us here again for the first time in a while or the first time ever, Michelangelo spared no expense. He bullied our production team into giving him the most elaborate and expensive entrance on the roster. Michelangelo made us spend so much goddamn money on pyrotechnics. Look at this shit. My salary got cut in half for this.
Yeah. Kind of worth it.
I mean, it is cool. I can't lie. 44th Pilot pointing out that before the entrance, Michelangelo was currently hanging from the rafters like an unholy spider, which is a vision that's going to haunt me till my dying day.
Well, buckle up, fans at home, because we have 8-man tag action right now, and Charmander, first one for
the good guys.
Yeah, the side that we're going to be rooting for.
We're really bad commentators. We pick sides in essentially every match.
Yeah, we're essentially like if you ever watch like the home feed for a sporting event, and you get the people like who used to be the players on the team, and they're like just talking about how great the team is, even when they're like below 500. That's pretty much what we're doing.
That's us. We root for our good boys and we boo our bad boys. And our Altered Arcade, I'm glad that you're finally accepting the situation as it is. Saying they can't be in their right minds, they're poisoned and perverted, these aren't the turtles I know and grew up with. That is exactly what every fan of HHWF has had to accept. You know what, like, we were no different. When we saw the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were coming to the roster, we were excited. But then we didn't get Ninja Turtles, Ben. We got faceless Eldritch Turtles.
I'll tell you a sad story that I haven't really shared with anybody, but the first day that they showed up, you know, I was very excited. I grew up being a fan of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And so I, of course, got a couple pizzas and went to their locker room. And not only did they kick me out, but they threw the pizzas on the ground and stomped on them. They stomped on them, Christopher. They stomped on those pizzas, and then they spit on them, and then they flipped them over, spit on the other side, rubbed it in, and then threw it against the wall, and then slammed me into that wall. It was an incredibly traumatic experience, and that's why I can't help but root against them.
Ben, I'm so sorry that these ugly bitches would do that to you. You did not deserve that. And Ben, if you want, I will go to HR with you right after this show is concluded, and we will talk to them. Granted, I don't think HR has any power against these Eldritch gods.
They are gods.
But we will try our best.
Well, I just, in the meantime, I'm going to be rooting for Goku to get a little revenge.
Yeah, go Goku. Fuck these turtles. How do you spit on a pizza? How do you shove Ben into a wall?
Really, they shoved me into a pizza.
Against the wall. That's worse, Ben. Oh, wow. Big catching Goku. The legendary Super Saiyan. God, the fucking Dragon Ball coming after right now. Because Goku's on the legendary Super Saiyan. I know that. I'm a bigger mark for the show than you are. But anyway, I get carried away sometimes. But yeah, Raphael catching with a big back body drop. Goku fighting back now. Goku, we say this a lot, there you go, has got to get out of that corner. The Turtles are maybe better than any team on our roster at keeping people isolated in their corner of the ring. And look how Raphael, known for just being the most violent and aggressive member of the Turtles, he wasn't even, like, batting in, well, he doesn't have eyes like that, but he wasn't even afraid to fight in their corner. Also, Ben, want to point out how fucking dope it was just now that Goku just assisted Charmander in hitting left type connection's finishing maneuver.
Yes.
Maneuver. I'm gonna fucking use this nice shorthand now. Ben, I'm so sleep deprived. Like, God, rewatching this is gonna be a fucking trip someday. That is honestly like the appeal of matches like this, when you've got two tag teams standing on the same side of the ring together, that like you can mix it up. Charmander and Goku can hit the total elimination. Squirtle and Vegeta can hit the Final Flash Kamehameha, that big double move on the top rope we saw last week. Like, anything can happen.
Yeah, it's kind of those fun matchups that you don't really normally get to see in competition like this. Normally, there are only stuff that you could do like fan fiction, or you could make in a video game or something, but it's really cool when we get to see it in like real life like this.
And look at this, that rocket launcher, another move typically used by Love Type. Leonardo wisely getting a tag, and Goku coming right back, big calf kick to Raphael as he comes to the ring, and then pointing at him and saying, "You suck." 44th pilot, I'm going to ask you to refrain from complimenting the Turtles' tight asses. It's only going to encourage them.
Instead, you could talk about Squirtle. I don't know.
Yeah. Squirtle's probably got a tight ass. I don't know. I can't see it from this side of the ring. It's also probably hidden by the shell. But, like, I have faith. You gotta have faith.
Yeah.
This vicious nerve hold applied by Raphael. That's typically not a strategy used against a Super Saiyan. But, interesting choice. Oh, nope, you can definitely see Squirtle's ass under the shell. Big Michinoku driver from Goku, planting Raphael, boot to the non-face. And here we go. This kick, he beat Vegeta with this a few weeks ago. Bam, there it is.
Ooh, out cold. But Goku, not finished yet. Going for a little tag team action here. Oof. Should have just gone for the cover and had a chance.
Yep. Raphael turtlenecking Goku up to his feet. And putting him right back in the enemy corner. Saving Private Goku. Raphael just staring at him, knowing that Goku can't do shit against the Turtles right now in this position.
A lot of times when they're in this kind of situation, they're doing an Eldritch prayer.
That's true. But look at this, Ben. Goku lured Raphael into a false sense of security. The second that he came out of that corner, Raphael went to attack, and Goku was ready for it. Goku, simultaneously a smart battler and also like the dumbest human alive.
Yeah, Raphael and Goku both having moments of regretting not going for a tag quicker.
Yeah. But that's honestly, oh my god!
Charmander flew!
Vintage shitty Eldritch Turtles. Charmander was just sitting there minding his business, holding the tag rope. Raphael, shoulder block to the Squirtle and Vegeta both coming in the ring to get Raphael out of there after that pointless, senseless attack on Charmander. The Turtles like to use the top rope as a weapon, as you can see there, throwing Goku chest and neck first on that top rope. allowing him to take advantage here. Michelangelo, I believe, was one we saw executing some interesting offense on the arm last week at the pay-per-view against the Saiyans. Am I right about that, Ben?
No, that is true. Michelangelo enjoys targeting body parts. That's a lot of his offense is doing that kind of thing. You know, dismantling an opponent.
Yeah. Well, Michelangelo learned that during his time in the Uso Penitentiary.
Yes. And I gotta wonder. I mean, Goku with an impressive power slam there, but Goku has got to be getting tired by now. I mean, Goku has been in this match for a long time, but that's a move that could have ended this. I wonder if Goku. Oh,
man, there you go, Ben.
There we go, going for the cover.
Let's see if Goku is right that he can do this all on his own. Nah, not quite. But see that, Ben, yeah, if you know Goku, he likes to keep it one-on-one action for himself as long as possible. He only allows others in when he knows that, like, the lives of innocents are on the line. And that right there is why he just tagged in Squirtle.
Yeah, and first time we've seen Squirtle as well.
That's true.
Also, Goku's partner Vegeta has not made an appearance yet.
Yep. I think the Turtles so far have done a better job of rotating in and out than the good guys have. Pilot pointing out Turtle versus Turtle, and so far Michelangelo is winning that Turtle battle with that big double stomp while Squirtle was trapped in the Tree of Woe. Just raining down fists on poor Squirtle. Ben, you have to be a sick, twisted god to look at Squirtle and want to punch him.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not really surprising. You know, we've seen the Eldritch Gods do this kind of thing before, and no one has more hatred for Love Type than TMET does.
That's true. Raphael, let's go to the right corner. Michelangelo with the cheap head to the back of the head, and then Raphael with the hoe train. That's a hell of a combination. Put him back in the corner again, but this time it backfires. Squirtle getting out of the way. Raphael eating that turnbuckle. Squirtle whipping him to his own corner. Coming in. Oh, Raphael throwing him right into that ring post. Then back to that corner. Powering up, charging up like a wild animal, that Raphael. Tagging in Leonardo. Again, here we go. Like I said, he's on the top rope. Oh. And then here too, this time, the Turtles are on fire. Look at this chain of offense. This onslaught of
Every time you think Squirtle's going to recover,
Here we go, Luthez press, Squirtle firing back. Let's fucking go. Ben, that was a lot that Squirtle just withstood. Big right hand from Leonardo. Squirtle fighting back out of that waist slap with an elbow. Leonardo got the right hand. Squirtle ducks it. This match is heating up, Ben.
the Turtles are really, really going after Squirtle. I think they may view Squirtle as the opportunity to get a pin here.
There he goes, after that big Sambo suplex, after crushing him in the corner with that body splash. Squirtle managing to force his way out, pushing the larger Turtle off of him. Leonardo, Eldritch Prayer happening in the middle of the ring. Back to that Turtle corner. Donatello holding him still. Leonardo getting at Squirtle's face and delivering a chop to the softer part of Squirtle's shell, that softer underbelly. Here we go. What is this? Squirtle worming his way out of it, turtling his way out of it. Trying to get a big clothesline, taking Leonardo down. Squirtle coming off the ropes. Big splash. Here we go.
Squirtle used splash, and it was very effective. Is it a pin, though?
Not very effective enough. Going to tag in his lover Charmander. Here we go. You know, a good couple knows when to let the other person take the wheel for a moment. You know, when you're feeling stressed, you're feeling overwhelmed. You gotta let your partner know they gotta step up for the good of the team.
Well, that's why Squirtle was singing there, Charmander, take the wheel. And Charmander, not having a lot of luck getting, it seems like everybody, when they get tagged in, immediately gets dragged over to that turtle corner, and bad things happen really quickly.
Like this big stomp from Donatello.
Head bouncing off the canvas.
Ben, I believe this is the first time Donatello's been in the ring this far tonight. Is that correct? He's fresh and making Charmander pay for it. Here we go. What's he setting up over here? Hooking him with the vaunted Mermaid Man DDT. Hop skip and a jump over him. Flying right back top rope. Top rope elbow. This could be it. Squirrel getting in the ring. But Leonardo stopping with an STO. Charmander's still kicking out. Didn't need to be saved. Leonardo. Oh no, what is
Brian
this?
needs to get control right now because there is a lot of extracurricular activity going on here.
You can say that again. Big swinging gutbuster.
Brian needs to get this under control because there's a lot of extracurricular activity going on here.
Thank you very much. Big wheelbarrow neckbreaker from Donatello. Innovative offense, but also fuck him. Vegeta coming in to break that up. Make sure Charmander can stay in this for their team.
Vegeta's still looking for a tag.
Yeah, Vegeta's got to get in there. He might be the key to winning this match because he's the only one left that's fresh that hasn't healed any damage from this yet. From this formidable turtle team. Ben, who you got?
Well,
there you go.
I'm going with the team of Gogeta and Love Type, personally. Just because I need to root for them.
That's what I would like to have happen. Ben, what I'm going to say here is that, look, Gogeta and Love Type, two great teams. It's also great imagining them together as a unit. But this is the first time I've done it. The Turtles, the Eldritch Turtles, have done this their entire lives. But there's a big seismic toss of Charmander. Could that be it? It is! You were right and I was wrong, and I'm happy about it. Team Charmander, Team Love Type Connection, and Gogeta are victorious over the Eldritch Turtles. The greatest love we've ever known, Ben. Love Type Connection. Our champions. Doing the entire division and the entire company proud here tonight with their new friends Gogeta. Beating those Eldritch Turtles.
And I mean, obviously, you know, Squirtle did a lot in that match, but Charmander and Goku carrying most of the weight, being in there longer than anybody else. And so what's surprising is, you know, they got the victory over TMET here, only using 3/4 of their team. Yeah,
Vegeta just got there to stand there and be grumpy and occasionally jump into the ring to, like, intimidate the Turtles.
I mean, that's what he's best at.
That's true. But what a great sight seeing those four celebrating together.
Oh, yeah. I don't think it's the last time we see them in the ring.
I hope so.
Just my own personal guess here.
And here we go in this main event here tonight. Shigo taking on Samus, which is not only interesting because it's the Money in the Bank holder versus the new number one contender, but also Samus may be looking to get a little bit of revenge on Shigo for ruining her first shot at the number one contendership.
Yeah.
This is a there's not a stake involved in this match involving either one of these two's path to the title, but there's emotional stakes here. Samus, I imagine, has something to prove to Shigo.
Well, sure. I mean, these two have a long storied feud. Most recently being that, you know, things go a different way, and Samus may currently be holding the AHHWF Women's Championship, but you know, Shigo, I theorized at the time that I believe that Shigo, all the bad blood between Samus, even if maybe not sure if maybe Elastigirl could be a more difficult person to take out or whatever, still going like, you know what, I'm going to keep you as far away from that title as possible. Backfired, obviously.
Yeah.
Because now Samus is getting a title shot at Rumble Pack. But, well, they're both going to get their fight, their shots in tonight. And once again, you know, just another chapter in their complicated relationship.
That's true. A rivalry that began in 2018 during the tournament to crown the first ever women's tag team champions. Samus, one half of the tag team Nintendo Power, ran up against Shigo and Nintendo Power, I believe, was Samus and Zelda, and they came up against Shigo and Navi during that tag team tournament. And yeah, you know, maybe still some bad blood from those matches. You know, our women's division is famous for things getting very intense, both in and out of the ring. And so, you know, any one-off match, whereas in the men's division, you know, you face someone every Thursday night, and like, you know, it's just your job. In the women's division, with how intense those matches can be, like, you might not let go of the bitter feelings for someone you fought 6 months ago.
Yeah.
You might keep that around because they probably chances are good they threw you into the steel steps. Then if someone threw me into steel steps, I wouldn't just forget about it.
No, nor would I. But I can tell you the last thing I would do would be get back in the ring with them.
That's true. But yeah, to your point, the Money in the Bank holder, Shigo, when she was planning that whole, like, look, I'll attack Elastigirl, get her into the number of contendership picture, and then I can screw over my old rival Samus, didn't count on the fact that Judy Hopps is an unconventional champion. Most wrestling champions in other companies, even if they are good-natured people, they have a kind of not like macho necessarily, but like that kind of energy about them, where they're like an alpha dog.
Yeah.
Judy Hopps is all about bringing people up with her, about instead of kicking down ladders that she climbed up, she's putting more behind her to help other people climb up. And Judy Hopps says, look, like, we don't always need to go the route of having people fight to be able to challenge me. I'm the champion. I'm in good standing with Fraser Crane. And if I just like what a woman's doing in this division, I can give her a shot. I can reward her for her behavior in and out of the ring and give her an opportunity. And that's something that I think Shigo didn't really plan for.
No, and I think, you know, for that matter too, if Shigo manages to cash in that Money in the Bank and become champion, I think she's going to take a look at the women's division that Judy Hopps has helped foster and go, shoot, there's an awful lot of ladders around here.
Well, if there's anything we know about Shigo, is that she can perform well in a situation with a lot of ladders, Ben.
That is true.
These two squaring up against each other for the first time since that fateful Money in the Bank ladder match at All In 2 months ago. Actually, I guess it was 1 month ago. It was supposed to be 2 months ago. It was 1 month ago. Samus coming in with the second.
Time is a construct.
That's very true. And Shigo might need her knees to become constructs after those basement drop kicks. Samus, well, wait, hold on. I don't know Metroid very well. I don't know that indie promotion very well. Is this the power suit? The blue? Or is the power suit the, like, armor?
You know, I feel like
This is a Zero suit, isn't it?
I want to leave that one to our fans in the chat to answer. You know, I answer all the questions.
That's true.
They should get
Yeah, you know what? We're always answering questions on this damn show. It's your turn out there watching this. You're out there watching. You're getting this program for free. You get to watch for free. You know what? Pay your dues. Answer a question now and then. Tell me if it's the Zero suit or the power suit. I think power suits from Fallout. There's maybe not even a power suit.
I can tell you that Samus definitely showing a lot of power.
Absolutely, and showing that she's no Zero. Also, she's got a suit.
And I think that, you know, this kind of competition really suits her well.
And also, powerbombing the shit out of Shigo on that reinforced martini glass. Look at Brian stumbling back from either the ring shaking or just being stunned at the impact of those blows. Look at Samus. Look at showing how personal this matchup is. Those repeated gut punches, Ben. I've never seen that out of Samus. Thank you, Hobbs. You answered a question. You can stay and keep watching this for free now. You've paid your dues.
And yeah, I mean, that's Samus showing a lot of anger, but you know, Shigo showing how she got to where she is. That there is no quit there.
Yeah. Samus attacking the limbs. A minute ago pulling on the arm, now overextending that knee. Samus firing back with a big bulldog though. Attacking the head of Samus, which is normally protected by her power armor, but is not here tonight, and that's going to be a possible regret for Samus when Shigo is just teeing off with those soccer ball kicks to the head of Samus. Big crossbody from the #1 contender. Maybe too close to the ropes anyway, even if Shigo had been able to kick out. If Brian had been in a more advantageous situation. Speaking of advantageous situation, Shigo popping up there with a surprise pin. Samus able to get out just in time. Power reverse spine buster for Shido, countering into a big DDT. These two, and then countering that with an arm drag. These two very evenly matched, Ben. Both showing that whichever one of them, well, they're both going to. That when both of them challenge Judy Hopps for the women's championship, they're going to be ready for it.
Yeah, and you know Judy Hopps is in the back studying this match, you know, seeing what both these competitors are doing right now. And if I'm Judy...
Oh my God, Ben!
Well, I'm seeing this right now, what Samus is doing. And I may be a little worried that I just gave her a shot at my title.
Oh, yeah.
I can tell you that much.
You know, yeah, I would say any normal person would feel that way, but Judy Hopps is a one-of-a-kind, I almost said human being, rabbit being. And, you know, I just don't think they see challenges that way. I think they look at them as opportunities. What is Shigo doing, Ben? Shigo
going after the sledgehammer to the back of Samus. I don't know if frustration kicked in or if Shigo just didn't care about an actual record win or whatever. It was just like, I'm just going to break your back so that you can't, you know, I'm going to give you something you're going to remember tonight. I have no idea what the strategy is here.
And, yeah, is this an attempt to prevent Samus from being able to compete at the Rumble Pack?
I guess so. I don't know.
This show's weeks away, but Ben, you take a sledgehammer to the back and, like, you might have some serious rehabilitation before you can get in the ring again.
Yeah, I can tell you that we're probably not going to see Samus next week. I don't know how you quickly in a week turn around and come back from that sledgehammer to the back. I mean, Samus is going to need a stretcher to get out of here.
But yeah, Ben, we're getting the EMTs down to the ring. Father Brian calling in some medical help. Samus came into this match expecting a one-on-one, by-the-books match where she could extract some vengeance on Shigo and get warmed up for that title match at the Rumble Pack, and Shigo brought out a sledgehammer. Shigo didn't care about this match, about winning or losing. She just wanted to hurt Samus.
Well, I'm sorry that our main event had to end this way, but thank you to everybody watching at home.
Yes.
And we'll see you next week on another exciting episode of AHHWF every Thursday night here on youtube.com/Alien Happy Hour. And, of course, before we leave, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't say patreon.com/Alien Happy Hour as well.
You can tweet about the show, #AHHWF. Talk to us on Twitter or on the Alien Happy Hour Discord. A lot of places to get involved. We are so happy to see new and old faces in the chat tonight. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your night.
Yeah, tweet at do that hashtag AHHWF because I'd love to hear from you.
Also, watch out for sledgehammers.
And we will see you next week when, you know, hopefully Shigo answers for what happened here.
I hope Judy Hopps arrests her. That was fun. Oh, it's still on the air.